Shri Ghanapathy Namaha. Om Shri Ghanapathy Namaha. Om Shri Ghanapathy Namaha.
Dear devotees, welcome to our 25th Founders' Day. This is a day to remember the founder of the temple, Mr. A.T.S. Ratnasingham, who was the founder of the temple and also the first chief coordinator. We always traditionally use this as a chance to celebrate all that the temple has achieved, and so today you'll be enjoying some of the children who've grown up at the temple, who've learnt music and dance and religious education here. I don't think any of these children were alive. No, you aren't, were you, when my father passed away? So it's really lovely that they've come to honour the founder. So we're going to start with a contribution by the Bal Vikas children of Merton Sai Centre, who learn Vedic chanting as part of their syllabus. So they're going to do 3 of the shuktams for you.
Ganubhyo Namaha Hari Om Gananaat Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavin Kavinam Supamashramastamam Jeshwarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Adishrinvanno Divisida Sadhanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vaje Virvajinivati Dhinam Vitrayavatu Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswati Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shatvedase Sunavamaso Mamarati Yato Nidahadi Vedaha Sanah Parshadati Durgani Vishva Naveva Sindhunduritatyagnihi Tam Agnivarnam Tapasa Jvalantim Vairochani Karma Paleshu Jushtaam Durga Devi Gum Sharanamaham Prapadye Sutarasitarase Namaha Agne Tvam Parayanavyo Asman Swasti Birati Durgani Vishva Bhusha Prithvi Bahulana Urvi Lokaya Tanayaya Shamyo Vishvani no Durgaha Jata Veda Sindhunanava Duritati Pashi Agne Tatrivan Manasa Janano Osmakam Bodhya Vitatanuna Am Pratanajitagam Sahamana Mugram Agnigam Huve Paramamat Sadastaat Sanah Parshadati Durgani Vishva Chamag Devo Ati Duritatyagnihi Pradnoshi Kamidyo Advaleshu Sanacha Hota Navyasya Satsi Sancha Agne Tanuvam Pipraya Swasmabhyam Chasau Bhagamaya Jasva Govya Jushta Mayuno Nishiktantave Endrish Vishnoran Sancharema नाकस्य प्रशमभिसंवसानो वैष्णवीं लोक इह मादयन्ताम् ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः यश्चन्दसा मृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोऽभ्योऽद्यमृता सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवदारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्याम्बुरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणकोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय मेधा देवी जुषमाना न आगा दुष्वाची भद्रा सुमनस्यमाना त्वया जुष्टानुदमाना दुरुक्तान् बृहद्वदेम विदते सुवीरा आह त्वया जुष्टऋषिर्भवति देवि त्वया ब्रह्मा गतश्रीऋतत्वया त्वया जुष्टश्चित्रं विन्दते वसुसानो जिष्वस्भद्रविनो न मेदे मेदां इन्द्रो ददातु मेदां देवी सरस्वती मेदां मे अश्विनावुभावादत्तां पुष्करस्रजा अप्सरासु चया मेधा गन्धर्वे शुचयन्मनः दैवी मेधा सरस्वती सामां मेधा सुरभिर्जुषताग स्वाहा आमां मेधा सुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगती जगम्या ऊर्जस्वती पयसा पिन्वमाना सामां मेधा सुप्रतीका जिषन्ताम् मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि अग्निस्तेजो ददातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि इन्द्रियं ददातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो भ्राजो ददातु ॐ हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंसः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ अथ पुरुषो ह वै नारायणो कामयतः प्रजासृजेयेति नारायणात् प्राणो जायते मनः सर्वेन्द्रियाणि च खं वायुर्ज्योतिरापः पृथिवी विश्वस्य धारिणी नारायणात् ब्रह्मा जायते नारायणाद् रुद्रो जायते नारायणादिन्द्रो जायते नारायणात् प्रजापतयः प्रजायन्ते नारायणाद्वादशादित्या रुद्रः वसवः सर्वाणि च छन्दागुंसि नारायणादेव समुत्पद्यन्ते नारायणे प्रवर्तन्ते नारायणे प्रलीयन्ते ॐ अथ नित्यो नारायणः ब्रह्मा नारायणः शिवश्च नारायणः शक्रश्च नारायणः द्यौवा पृथिव्यौ च नारायणः कालश्च नारायणः दिशश्च नारायणः ऊर्ध्वश्च नारायणः अधश्च नारायणः अन्तर्बहिश्च नारायणः नारायण एवेदगुं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् निष्कलो निरञ्जनो निर्विकल्पो निराख्यातः शुद्धो देव एको नारायणः न द्वितीयोऽस्ति कश्चित् य एवं वेद स विष्णुरेव भवति स विष्णुरेव भवति ओमित्यग्रे व्याहरेत् नम इति पश्चात् नारायणायेत्युपरिष्टात् ओमित्येकाक्षरं नम इति द्वे अक्षरे नारायणायेति पञ्चाक्षराणि एतद्वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरं पदं यो ह वै नारायणस्याष्टाक्षरं पदमद्येति अनपब्रुवः सर्वमायुरेति विन्दते प्राजापत्यगुन्द्रायस्पोषं गौपत्यं ततोऽमृतत्वमश्नुते ततोऽमृतत्वमश्नुत इति य एवं वेद प्रत्यगानन्दं ब्रह्मपुरुषं प्रणवस्वरूपम् अकार उकारमकार इति तानेकदा समभरत्तदेतदोमिति यमुक्त्वा मुच्यते योगी जन्म संसारबन्धनात् ॐ नमो नारायणायेति मन्त्रोपासकः वैकुण्ठभुवनलोकं गमिष्यति तदिदं परं पुण्डरीकं विज्ञानगणं तस्मात् तदिदावन्मात्रं ब्रह्मण्यो देवकी पुत्रो ब्रह्मण्यो मधुसूदनो सर्वभूतस्थमेकं नारायणं कारणरूपमकार परब्रह्मोम् एतत्सर्वशिरो योधीते प्रातरदीयानो रात्रिकृतं पापं नाशयति सायमदीयानो दिवसकृतं पापं नाशयति माद्यं दिनमादित्याभिमुखो दीयानः पञ्चपातकोपपातकात् प्रमुच्यते सर्ववेदपारायण पुण्यं लभते नारायण सायुज्यमवाप्नोति नारायण सायुज्यमवाप्नोति य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
So these are all children who come for Balvikas classes, and they learn the Vedic chanting within their classes. The pieces they chanted were the Ghanapathy Prarthana, the Durga Shuktam, Meda Suktam, and Narayana Upanishad. We're now going to continue with an Samapanam by the Pandit students, some of the Pandit students of Sri Sami Tandapani, who is the resident Oduvar at the London Sivan Temple and comes here. He's been coming for more than 20 years, I think, to teach adults and children Pandisay here in the temple.
சிவனே போற்றி.
எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி.
திரும்பிடன் விநாயகப் பெருமான் திருவடி போற்றி.
போற்றி போற்றி. வெப்பொலித்த உரலியற்கோன் போற்றி. ஆலிமிசை கல்மிதப்பில் அனைந்த பிரான் ஹரி போற்றி. ஆதி திருநாவலூர் வந்தொண்டர் நலம் போற்றி.
சொற்றுணை வேதியன் சோதிவானவன்
பொற்றுணை தீரந்தடி பொருந்த கை தோழ
சொற்றுணை வேதியன் சோதிவானவன்
பொற்றுணை தீரந்தடி பொருந்த கை தோழ கற்றுணை பூட்டியோர் கடலில் பாய்ச்சினோம் நற்றுணையாவது
நமச்சிவாயவே. கற்றுணை பூட்டியோர் கடலில் பாய்ச்சினோம்
நற்றுணையாவது நமச்சிவாயவே நற்றுணையாவது நமசிவாயவே மாப்பிணை தழுவிய மாதோர் பாகத்தன் பூப்பிணை திறந்தடி பொருந்த கைதொழ மாப்பிணை தழுவிய மாதோர் பாகத்தன் பூப்பிணை திறந்தடி பொருந்த கைதொழ நாப்பிணை தழுவிய நமச்சிவாய பற்றி ஏற்றவலா தமக்கிடு கண்ணில்லையே நாப்பிணை தழுவிய நமச்சிவாய பற்றி ஏற்றவலா தமக்கிடு கண்ணில்லையே நாப்பிணை தழுவிய நமச்சிவாய பற்றி ஏற்றவல்லா தமக்கு இடு கண்ணில்லையே ஏற்றவல்லா தமக்கு இடு கண்ணில்லையே மற்றுப்பற்றனக்கின்றினின் திருப்பாதமே மனம் பாவித்தேன் மற்றுப்பற்றனக்கின்றினின் திருப்பாதமே மனம் பாவித்தேன் பெற்றாலும் பிறந்தேனே பெற்றாலும் பிறந்தேனே பிறவாததன்மை வந்தேனே பெற்றாலும் பிறந்தேனே பிறவாததன்மை வந்தேனே கற்றவர் தொழுதே தும்சி கரையூரில் பாண்டி கொடு முடி கற்றவர் தொழுதே தும்சி கரையூரில் பாண்டி கொடு முடி நற்றவா உன்னை நான் மறக்கினோ நற்றவா உன்னை நான் மறக்கினோ சொல்லு நம சிவாயவே நற்றவா உன்னை நான் மறக்கினோ சொல்லு நம சிவாயவே கோணிய பிறை சூடியை கரையூரில் பாண்டி கொடு முடி பெணிய பெருமானை பித்தனை பிறப்பில்லையை வானுலவரி வண்டரை கொன்றைக்காரனை படப்பாம்பரை நானதை தொண்டனூரன் சொல்லிவை சொல்லுவார் இல்லை துன்பமே அறியாத மூர்க்கரோடு முயல் வேலை பத்தினறி அறிவேத்து பழவினைகள் பாரும் வண்ணம் முத்தினறி நெறி அறியாத மூர்க்கரோடு முயல்வேனை பத்தி நெறி அறிவித்து பழவினைகள் பாரும் வண்ணம் சித்தமலம் அருவித்து சித்தமலம் அருவித்து சிவமாக்கியனையாண்ட அத்தகன கருளியவார் ஆதருவார் அச்சோரே சித்தமலம் அருவித்து சிவமாக்கியனையாண்ட அத்தகன கருளியவார் ஆதருவார் அச்சோவே செம்மநலம் அறியாத சிதடரோடு திரிவேனை மும்மை மலம் அருவித்து முதலாய முதல்வன் செம்மநலம் அறியாத சிதடரோடு திரிவேனை மும்மை மலம் அருவித்து முதலாய முதல்வன் நம்மையுமோர் பொருளாக்கி நம்மையுமோர் பொருளாக்கி நாசிவிகையேற்றுவித்த அம்மையன கருளியவார் பெறுவார் அச்சோவே நம்மையுமோர் பொருளாகி நாசிவிகையேற்றுவித்த அம்மையன கருளியவார் பெறுவார் அச்சோவே வேதனறிதோங்க மிகு சைவ துணை விளங்க பூத பரம்பரை பொய்ய புனிதவாய் மலர்ந்து அழுத சீதவள வயல் புகழி திருஞான சம்பந்த பாதமலர் தலை கொண்டு திருத்தொண்டு உம்பத்தருத்தேனுமணி கசிவாகி ஒன்கடலில் தேனமுத துணர்வோரே இன்பரசத்தே பருகி பலகாலும் எந்த நோயில் காதரவுற்று அருள்வாயே தம்பிதனக்காகவன தனைவோனே தந்தை வளத்தாளருள்கை கனியோனே அன்பதமக்கான நிலை பொருளோனே ஐந்து கரத்தானை முத பெருமாளே எந்த நுயிர் காதரவுற்று அருள்வாயே
நம பார்வதீபதே
ஹர ஹர மகாதேவா
தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போ
எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி.
எம்பிள்டன்
விநாயகப் பெருமான் திருவடி போற்றி போற்றி போற்றி.
திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.
We're next going to have the violin Samapanam by students of Shree Ghanapathy, who is our senior violin teacher here. I asked this auntie if she could specifically play today, just a small piece, because she is our oldest passionate student of violin. She's, I'm not going to tell you her age, but she's been learning under Jnanasundar Master. And she comes every day, she quietly does the service in the temple, but her passion for violin is just wonderful to see, and she really does work diligently with that. So I'll ask Auntie Kamalawadi to come to the stage. I only asked her last night, so my fault if she needs a little practice with that. So I wasn't able to introduce our young players before their piece. On the violin was Saish and Shanmugalingam. Is this your first solo? So this was his first solo performance here at the temple. He's been learning since he was very small with Jnanasundara Master, and we've seen him grow with the temple and perform many times in the groups as well as Balavikas and everything else. So well done, Saishan. And then accompanied so well on the Mridangam was Nandan Tirumalai. He is a Mridangam student of Sri Somasundara Desika here at the temple, and he just played. We know how difficult it is to learn Mridangam, but to accompany is even more difficult, so very well done for that. Was this your first time accompanying as well? Well done. Wonderful. We're now going to continue with an offering by Ganesh Janahan, who is a student of Srimati Yashoda, Sri Selvi Yashoda Mitradas.
Yeah, I'll introduce them. I will be singing two pieces tonight. Pranavakaram in Ragam Arabi, set to Talam Adi, and Bhuvaneshwariya, set to Talam Adi, Ragam Mohana Kalyani. Dadana Pranavakaram Siddhivinayagam Pranavakaram Siddhivinayagam Pranavakaram Siddhivinayagam Pranavakaram Siddhivinayagam Pranavakaram Siddhivinayagam Prasanna Smitavadanam Anubhavaye Pranavakaram Siddhivinayagam Prasanna Smitavadanam Anubhavaye Pranavakaram Siddhivinayagam Prasanna Smitavadanam Anubhavaye Pranavakaram Siddhivinayagam गणनायकम् अखिलभुवनमङ्गलवरप्रदायकम् गणनायकम् अखिलभुवनमङ्गलवरप्रदायकम् मणिकणकिरणानानाविधकल्पतरनों लोककारणं प्रणवाकारम् गणनायकम् अखिलभुवनमङ्गलवरप्रदायकम् मणिकणकिरणानानाविधकल्पतरनों लोककारणं प्रणवाकारं सिद्धिविनायकं प्रसन्न स्मितवदनम् अनुभावये प्रणवाकारं सिद्धिविनायकम् अपितं भृतशिवगणसुरगणमहतानन्दनतनुम् अपितं भृतशिवगणसुरगणमहतानन्दनतनुम् दुन्दुभिदिन्दिममृदङ्गदमरुग त्रिमितध्वनितसनचलचरणम् अपितं भृतशिवगणसुरगणमहतानन्दनतनुम् दुन्दुभिदिन्दिममृदङ्गदमरुग त्रिमितध्वनितसनचलचरणम् करुणारसवशनमुखकमलं कात्यायनि प्रदफलदम् करुणारसवशनमुखकमलं कात्यायनि प्रदफलदं नन्दकुमारलब्धवरप्रद अतिशयलम्बोदरविगतराजममलं प्रणवाकारं सिद्धिविनायकं प्रसन्न स्मितवदनम् अनुभावये प्रणवाकारं सिद्धिविनायकम् भुवनेश्वरिया निनमानसवे भुवनेश्वरिया निनमानसवे भुवनेश्वरिया निनमानसवे भुवनेश्वरिया निनमानसवे भवबन्धन गला पीतिया विदुवे भुवनेश्वरिया निनमानसवे भवबन्धन गला बीतिया विदुवे भुवनेश्वरिया भवदलि परिदे नवयदे नोयदे भवदलि परिदे नवयदे नोयदे भवदलि परिदे नवयदे नोयदे तपिसुविलासदे तनियुवे सुखिसुवे तपिसुविलासदे तनियुवे सुखिसुवे भुवनेश्वरिया निनमानसवे भवबन्धन गला बीतिया विदुवे भुवनेश्वरिया वृजनन कलनो विदलिपमातिया Vrijanan kalano vidalipamatiya Trijagajananiya Trigunati Jaya Vrijanan kalano vidalipamatiya Trijagajananiya Trigunati Jaya Nija Bhaktavana Suravara Surabhiya Nija Bhaktavana Suravara Surabhiya Nija Bhaktavana Suravara Surabhiya Achasanuta Shri Harikeshangiya Achasanuta Shri Harikeshangiya Bhuvani Shwariya Ninama Nasabe Bhavabandhan Gala Bhitiya Bidube Bhuvani Shwariya
Ganesh comes from a family that have been part of the temple from its very inception. His grandfather was came as a student here when the temple was first opened. Then when he got married and had children, that's Ganesh's mum, they came and they learnt most of their music and dance here at the temple. And when Ganesh's mother was 13 years old, my father gave her the responsibility of sorting out our Navaratri programs every year. So dealing with over 200 children and organizing the whole of the Navaratri programs, and then Tyagaraja Utsavams every year. Then once she settled down, then her brother Kumadan, Dr. Kumadan Sri Skandaraja took over, and now Kumran, her younger brother, does all the programs, the music programs, all the coordinating that we need here. So it's wonderful to see the next generation being part of the temple as well so much. We're now going to continue with an offering by the Bal Vikas children of the Merton Sai Centre, and they're going to Yogesh Uncle said that he's going to do the introduction, so I'll leave that to him to do.
We will now have a short presentation as a tribute to Uncle Ratnasingham on his life from the Bal Vikas Merton Sai Centre students.
Sarah, can one of you please tell me who is the uncle in the photo? In the middle hall? I can always see him when I come to temple or Sai Mandir.
I also had the same question. Hey boys, how long have you been coming to the temple?
Since the age of 6.
I would say since the age of 4. I don't believe it. Okay, let me start. The uncle in the photo is our Geeta auntie, Lala auntie, and Ranjit uncle's dad. His name was Mr. Ratnasingham. That much I know. Let us ask one of our Sai sisters who have been coming here for a long time. Sister Ruby, could you please tell us a bit more about Uncle?
Okay, I will tell you what I know and heard about the uncle. Ratnasingham uncle was born on the 27th of November, 1933.
1933? So he would have been 90 by now.
Yes, let me carry on. As I said, Ratnasingham uncle was born on the 27th of November, 1933, in Alvai, northern Sri Lanka. He came to the UK in 1964 with his wife Karunisanti and only a few possessions to their name. They soon settled in Wimbledon Park and began to raise a family, 2 daughters and a son. After working for large engineering firms for a few years, Ratnasingam uncle took the bold and precarious step of starting his own business. Using his knowledge of engineering and building, he began his own building firm and slowly developed a successful business in property development.
I can add more about Uncle. However, from the time he set foot on UK soil, he was troubled. Being the first few Sri Lankans to arrive and settle in the UK, he realised that the slowly growing Tamil community in the UK had no focus, no community spirit. They were so busy trying to establish themselves, they were in danger of losing their Tamil identity, something he had always been very proud of. Realising that a vital part of our identity was our religion, he opened the doors of his own home and celebrated Shivaratri and other major Hindu Saivite festivals there.
Oh yes, Yogesh uncle said he attended the Shivaratri Puja at their house in 1974, a long time ago.
Really, Sarshan? I never knew that.
Oh, I didn't know he attended the puja. His heart and his house were always open, and this meant that most Sri Lankan Tamils who came to the UK in the 1960s would have come to his and Karina's auntie's house in Dora Road, either for a meal, to share in prayers, or even to stay until they got settled.
Me too. I would also like to add what I know. For many years, they continued to have religious services at their house. But as the number of Tamils coming to the UK steadily grew, Uncle Ratnasingam realised that there was an urgent need for a proper Hindu Saivite temple here in the UK. He was a founder member and life trustee of the Highgate Murugan Temple and used his skills to help raise money and to find an appropriate site for the temple. But progress was painfully slow, and the need for a temple was so great that in 1980, the Lord blessed him with the means and the opportunity to build the Shree Ghanapathy temple in Wimbledon.
Yogesh uncle once told us that he helped to paint the temple in 1981.
Oh, that's nice. Within a year, the temple had its Kumbhabhishekam and became the first fully consecrated Hindu temple in Europe. And from small beginnings, he nurtured and helped it grow into a thriving centre for Hindu religious, cultural and social activities.
Over the years, he helped and supported many of the other Hindu temples that were subsequently built here in the UK. He continued giving his wholehearted support to the Highgate Murugan Temple, using his building expertise to help construct the temple and using his experience and skills as an administrator to advise and guide the members to enable the temple building project to be successfully completed. He was a dedicated supporter of Mr. N. Sabapathy Pillai and, even after his death, would always honour and acknowledge him as the founding force of Hindu Saivism in the UK.
Not only that, he also supported many of the Tamil charitable organisations set up here in the UK. A man of action, he was always looking for different ways in which he could help organisations that were set up to help our community here in the UK, and also our people struggling back in Sri Lanka. And he did his utmost to help highlight the outrageous violations of human rights being carried out on our people back home, and was an unwavering supporter of the Tamil movement and the suffering of Tamil people.
Although he helped so many Hindu temples and Tamil organisations here in the UK, his greatest and most lasting contribution to our community has been the Ganapathy temple. As a Hindu Saivite, he created a temple with beautiful deities and traditions that have proved to be a focal point for many Hindus living here in the London borough of Merton and beyond. As Sai Baba devotees, he and Karina's auntie also created a Sai Mandir with the blessings and guidance of Bhagawan Sri Satya Sai Baba. That was the first purpose-built permanent temple to Swami here in the UK.
Wow, I didn't have a clue about all this. Thanks for sharing this. Carry on.
He was keen to spread the message of Hinduism to other parts of society and was one of the founding contributors to interfaith dialogue in London. His in-depth knowledge of Hinduism and its philosophy and his ability to explain complex ideas in the simplest of terms meant that he was a great teacher of children, and many schools and teacher training colleges flocked to the temple to learn more about Hinduism.
The Throughout all the work that he did for the temple and for the community, the one thought that was constantly in his mind was for the future generations of Hindu children being brought up here in the West. He realized how easy it would be to lose our young men and women to the attractions of the West, and how much they would lose out on if they lost the knowledge of our ancient cultural heritage. He therefore did much to promote the teaching of Hindu religious instruction, Carnatic vocal, instrumental and Bharatanatyam dance to the younger generations, and also gave his full support to Tamil schools that were set up in London and Surrey. He was always happiest when surrounded by children, and he too became a child in their presence, teasing and playing with them, and took great pride in boasting about the achievements of our younger generation, both in their academic and extracurricular fields.
The final years of his life contained 3 major milestones. He was chairman of the Highgate Murugan Temple, where he successfully led the temple for its renovation and Mahakumbhabhishekam. He was one of the founders and the first chairman of the Federation of Saiva Hindu Temples of March 1998, and held its first Saiva conference in July 1998. He took his beloved Lord Ganesha for the first time around the streets surrounding the temple for the now annual Tear Festival.
Oh yes, I love that festival and would love to help next year.
Sadly, on the 16th August 1998, whilst in India, his life came to a tragic and untimely end in a car crash. He had gone to India to choose additional deities for the temple and to also arrange for a group of traditional temple sculptors to come to the UK to put the final embellishment on the temple's internal architecture. In death, as in life, his thoughts were for the temple. His passing was a crushing loss for his family and for the community, but his good work lives on in the shape of the temple and the religious legacy he has given to Hindus in South London.
His family and the wonderful group of dedicated volunteers who work at the temple and Sai Mandir continue his work for the community and have built on the strong foundations that he laid for us all. His picture hangs inside the temple entrance, but we still also feel his presence in the temple, the most important place in his life.
What a great uncle. Because of him and his hard work and dedication, we, the younger generation, can now appreciate and celebrate his achievements. Thank you, Uncle, for the wonderful experiences we have growing up here in the Ghanapathy Temple in Sai Mandir. We hope and pray that our beloved Lord Ghanapathy and beloved Swami bless his family for continuing Uncle's amazing legacy.
May Uncle's good soul rest in peace. Thank you for listening. Sai Ram.
We will now hear a song that Uncle used to love.
Manasa sancharare, Manasa sancharare, Brahmani 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 Manasa sancharare. Madashiki pincha lankrita chikure, सेवक जन मंदिर मंदारे श्रीरमणी कुछ दुख विहारे सेवक जन मंदिर मंदारे परमहंस मुख चंद्र चपूरे परमहंस मुख चंद्र चकोरे परमहंस मुख चंद्र चकोरे परिपूरित मुरली अवतारे परिपूरित मुरली अवतारे मानस संचरणे मानस संचरणे ब्रह्मणे मानस संचरणे संचरणे संचरणे
This was a song that was really special to my father because he loved the film Shankaraparanam. And when it first came out, he was in Sri Lanka or India, and he saw it, and he brought home we went to pick him up at the airport, and he brought a cassette recording of the songs from the film. And he just loved this, and he cried every time he heard this, because it's a beautiful scene in that film about a guru and a student, and the love that the student has for the guru who's teaching Carnatic vocal. And so Madhurani, Yogesh Uncle's daughter, recorded this for, I think, a couple of years ago, wasn't it, for us? So he knew that he'd make me cry by doing this. But it was a wonderful song. Thank you very much. And thank you to all the young children. You didn't know Daddy, Madhurani Akka knew, Madhurani knew my father when she was very young. But it's wonderful that you came and you've spoken about him as well today, so we can keep that memory alive. Thank you very much. We're now going to give a round of applause for him. We're now going to continue with a dance by one of the students of Srimati Premila Ramanan. The young lady's name is Hiranmayi Sudarshan, and she's been learning for many years at the temple under her wonderful guru, Srimati Premila Ramanan. She'll be doing a Devi Studi Ranjani Mala in Ragham Raghamalika.
रंजनी मृदु पंकजलोचनी 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 रंजनी मृदु पंकज लोचन रंजनी सरि ग स नि ध स सरि ग म ध स नि ध नि ध म ग स सरि ग स नि ध स सरि ग म ध स नि ध नि ध म ग स मंजू भाषिणी मंजू भाषिणी मनोल्लासिनी मंजू भाषिणी मनोल्लासिनी मंजू भाषिणी मनोल्लासिनी मंद आगमनी मंद आगमनी श्रीरंजनी 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 सनि द मगरि गमा निद मगरि सरि ग मगरि सरि ध नि स नि द मगरि ग म नि द मगरि सरि ग ग मगरि सरि ध नि सरि ग स नि ध स सरि ग म ध स नि ध नि द मग स समगान विनोदिनी समगान विनोदिनी समगान विनोदिनी शशागान विनोदिनी शशाक वदनी मारजननी मेघ रंजनी मेघ रंजनी नीसा नीसा सनि नि मनि वानि मानि मम गगरि नी सा सनि नि मनि मानि मानि मम गगरि नी द मगरि ग नी द मगरि सरि ग मगरि सरि ध सरि ग स सरि ध सरि ग म ध स नि द मग स पा रे जनपालिनी शूलिनी पामर जनपालिनी शूलिनी पाप विमोचनी पावनी जनरंजनी 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 पमरी गम पमरी गम प नी सदप सदप दब मरि गम प पमरी गम पमरी गम प नी सदप सदप दब मरि गम नी स नी स नि नि मम नि वानि मानि मम गगरि रि द बगरि गम माम नि द बगरि सरि ग ग ग म गरि सरि द सरि ग स सरि द स सरि ग म द सनि द नि नि द म ग स नि द नि नि द म ग स सनि द नि नि द म ग स मृदु पंकज लोचनी रंजनी मृदु पंकज लोचनी रंजनी रंजनी
Learning with Pramila for how many years now? 16 years she's been learning, and she had a wonderful Arangetram in India. And even during the pandemic, she came here and she did some recordings for us so that we could keep the beauty and the elegance of the temple alive, even when we couldn't allow people to come in. So it was really benefited our live streaming. So thank you very much for all of that. We're now going to continue with an offering by the Merton Tamil School. And of course, it has to be a story about Lord Ganesha, because that's what the temple is about. We look forward to seeing their program today.
என்ன நாரதா, கலகமூத்து உனக்கு வேற இடம் கிடைக்கவில்லையா?
இல்லையா பெண்ணே?
அப்படியா? நல்லது. இதை எமது பிள்ளைகளுக்கே கொடுப்போம்.
அந்த சமயத்தில் பிள்ளையாரும் முருகனும் வருகிறார்கள். அது மிக அநியமானி, வெட்டக்கூடாது. அப்படியே ஹனியோடு முழுமையாக சாப்பிட வேண்டும். அப்பதான் அதன் பலன் கிட்டும்.
யாருக்கு கொடுக்கலாம்?
அம்மா, நான் தான் முதல் பிள்ளை, எனக்கே தாருங்கள்.
இல்லை அம்மா, நான் தான் செல்ல பிள்ளை, எனக்கே பழத்தை தாருங்கள். பழத்தை இருவரும் கேட்கிறார்களே, என்ன செய்வது?
அப்படிக்கே சொல்லுறேன். விநாயகா, குமரா, யார் இந்த உலையை முதலில் சுற்றி வருகிறீர்களோ அவர்களுக்கு தான் இந்த ஞான பலம்.
உலகத்தே தானே. இதோ ஒரு நொடியே எனது வாகனமான மயில் மீது சுற்றி வருகிறேன்.
உலகம் என்றால் என்ன? அம்மையப்பன் என்றால் என்ன?
நாராயண, உலகம் என்றால் அம்மையப்பன், அம்மையப்பன் என்றால் உலகம்.
நன்றாக சொன்னீர். அப்படியானால் என் தாய் தந்தை சுத்தி வந்தால் இந்த உலகை சுத்தியதாகத்தானே அர்த்தம்?
ஆமாம், அதில் என்ன சந்தேகம்? நாராயண, 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 நாராயண.
உலகை சுத்தி வந்து விட்டேன். பலத்தை எனக்கே தாருங்கள்.
சிவபெருமான் பழத்தை விநாயகர் கையில் கொடுத்து ஆசீர்வதித்தார். அடுத்த கணமே முருகன் உலகை சுற்றி முடித்துவிட்டு மயிலிலிருந்து இறங்கினார். விநாயகர் கையில் பழம் இருப்பதை பார்த்து அதிர்ச்சியடைந்தார்.
தாயே, என்ன இது? எனக்கு ஒன்றும் புரியவில்லை அப்பா. தாய் தந்தையை சுற்றி வந்தால் உலகத்தை சுற்றியதாக அர்த்தமா என்று கணபதி கேட்டார். நாரதரும் அதற்கு ஒத்துக்கொண்டார். அவனும் எங்களை சுற்றி வந்து பழத்தை பெற்றுக்கொண்டார். ஓஹோ, பெரியவர்களாக சேர்ந்து நடித்த நாடகமா? நன்றாக இருக்கின்றது. இச்சிறு பல விஷயத்தில் உங்கள் குணத்தை காட்டியதற்கு நன்றி. நான் வருகிறேன். குமாரா, நீ நான் சொல்வதை கேள். நீ கோபப்படும் அளவிற்கு எதுவும் தவறாக நடந்து விடவில்லை. என்னை விட்டு பிரிந்து செல்லாதே. முருகா, சண்முகா, வேலவா. தலைப்பிள்ளைதான் செல்லப்பிள்ளை, இளைய பிள்ளை, எடுப்பார் கைப்பிள்ளை என்று காட்டிய உங்களுடன் இனி ஒரு நொடியும் நான் இருக்க மாட்டேன். வருகிறேன்.
பழத்தை உன்னிடமே தருகிறேன். கோபப்படாதீர்கள்.
எனக்கு வேண்டவே வேண்டாம். சுவாமி, என்ன இது? முருகன் கோபித்துக் கொண்டு போகிறார். அழியுங்கள்.
குமரா, நில். உன் தாய் சொல்லை கேள்.
ஆனால் முருகன் எதையும் கேட்கவில்லை. கோபம் தணியாமல் புறப்பட்டு சென்றார்.
பெத்து மனம் பித்து, பிள்ளை மனம் கல்லு என்று உன் மகன் எடுத்து காட்டிவிட்டு போகிறார்.
எங்களை விட்டு எங்கு போகிறாய்? முருகா, ஞான பண்டிதா. முருகா, நீயே ஞான பழம். உனக்கெதற்கு பணம்? பழம் நீயப்பா, ஞான பழம் நீயப்பா. தமிழ் ஞான பழம் நீயப்பா. பழம் நீயப்பா, ஞான பழம் நீயப்பா. தமிழ் ஞான பழம் நீயப்பா. சபை தன்னில் திரு சபை தன்னில் உருவாகி புலர் போட்டு பொருள் கூறும் பழம் நீயப்பா, ஞான பழம் நீயப்பா. தமிழ் ஞான பழம் நீயப்பா. முருகா, நீ இங்கே இருந்து ஒரு நாடகம் நடத்த வேண்டியிருந்தால் அதை மாற்ற யாரால் முடியும்? ஆனால் ஒன்று மட்டும் சொல்கிறேன். அன்னையும் பிதாவும் முன்னணி தெய்வம் என்று என்னை எழுத தூண்டிய உன்னை மறுபடியும் சந்தித்தார். அம்மையப்பனோடு தான் சந்திப்பேன். இது உறுதி. நான் தருகிறேன்.
நாராயண். ஆற்றல் இல்லாமல் அறிவார் அனுபவத்தால் காரிய சித்தி பெறலாம்.
நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
We're so incredibly proud of the Merton Tamil School. All these children have been born and brought up here, and yet they speak Tamil and they study Tamil so effectively and so beautifully. Can we have another round of applause for all the children? Merton Tamil School is very special because it started here at the temple and has continued for decades now. How many years now? How many? 23 years. It's wonderful to have them here. And the children grow up not just, Padma insists that they speak Tamil throughout the school time, even in assembly, so that they get used to it and they're made to really, really think about what they're saying and what they're learning. And the real joy is that they learn not just the syllabus that's needed for the GCSE and A-level, but they learn through drama as well. So they have a drama day. They always put on beautiful plays for our performances, for our festivals here. And it just brings the Tamil alive for them. And it just brings a lot of joy to us as well. So well done to all of you. We're now going to continue with a Mridangam Samarpanam by two students of Sri Somasundara Desika, and that is Sai Shanmugalingam and Nandan Tirumalai, who we both saw before earlier on. Well done to both young men today who've did the variations on Mr. Sabu. Yeah. That's all I can remember from Mridangam class myself. Well done to all of you. We're going to finish today's program with a Carnatic vocal samarpanam by two senior students of Srimati Manorama Prasad, and that's Sundarama Maheshwaran and Pranati Aprasteru.
We will begin with the song Jagat Janani. It's a song on Meenakshi composed by Ganam Krishna Iyer in the ragam Ratipati Priya set to Aditalam.
Jagat Janani Shukapani Jagat Janani Shukapani Jagat Janani Shukapani Kalyani 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 Jagat Janani Janani Shukaswarupini Madhuravani Shukaswarupini Madhuravani Shukaswarupini Madhuravani Shukaswarupini Madhuravani Shokkanadamanau Magiduminakshi Shokkanadamanau Magiduminakshi Shokkanadamanau Magiduminakshi Jagat Janani Shukapani Kalyani Jagat Janani Janani Pandya Kumari Bhavani Pandya Kumari Bhavani Amba Pandya Kumari Bhavani Amba Shiva Pandya Kumari Bhavani Amba Shiva Ranjani Parameshwari Pandya Kumari Bhavani Amba Shiva Ranjani Parameshwari Vendum varam tara innum manam ilayo Vendum varam tara innum manam ilayo Veda Vedanta Nada Swarupini Veda वेदान्त नादस्वरूपिणी जगज्जननी शुकपाणि कल्याणी जगज्जननी जननी 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 जननी
We will now sing Sharada Bhujanga Prayata Ashtakam, a composition by Sri Adi Shankaracharya. This piece is on Devi Sharada, an incarnation of Goddess Saraswati. This song is in Sanskrit and has 8 verses describing many different qualities of Devi Sharada. There are many different interpretations of it, but today we will sing it in the ragam Saraswati, set to Kanda Chaputalam.
भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् सुवक्षोजकुम्बां सुधापूर्णकुम्बां प्रसादावलम्बां प्रपुण्यावलम्बां सदा सेन्दुबिम्बां सदा नोष्टबिम्बां भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् कटाक्षे दयाद्रां करे ज्ञानमुद्रां कलाभिर्विनिद्रां कलाभै सुभद्रां पुरस्त्रीं विनिद्रां पुरस्तुङ्गभद्रां भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् ललामाङ्कपालं लसद्गानलोलं स्वभक्तैकपालं यशश्रीकपोलां करे त्वक्षमालां कनत्प्रत्नलोलां भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् सुसीमन्तवीणीं त्रिशनेजितेनीं नमत्कीरवाणीं नमद्वज्रपाणीं सुधामन्तरास्यं मुदा चिन्त्यवेणीं भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् सुशान्तां सुदेहां त्रिदन्ते गजान्तां लसत्सल्लताङ्गीमनन्तामचिन्त्यां स्मृतां तापसै सर्वगूर्वस्थितां तां भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् कुरङ्गे तुरङ्गे मृगेन्द्रे खगेन्द्रे मराले मधेपि महोक्षेदिरूढा महत्यां नवम्यां सदा सानरूपां भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बाम् ज्वलत्कान्तिवह्निं जगन्मोहनाङ्गीं स्वमेमानसाम्बोजसुप्राङ्गभृङ्गीं निजस्तोत्रसङ्गीतनृत्यप्रभाङ्गीं भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् भवाम्बोजनेत्रा च सम्पूजमानं लसन्मन्दहास प्रभावक्त्रचिह्नं चलचञ्चलाचारुताटङ्गकर्णां भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बाम् भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं 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 मदम्बाम्
This brings an end to our Founders' Day today. We kept it deliberately short because we have to stop for Pilyaka Day after. Just want to thank all the children and the teachers who took part today. This is what the temple is about. We have been privileged with many of the children that you've seen today to see them grow with the temple, because the temple has been their second home. And this is what everything that my father built this temple for. This is his 25th year after his passing, and we've seen a fraction of the children who have learnt music, dance, and spiritual education here at the temple. So I want to thank all the children who took part today, and also thank all of you, to thank our wonderful live streaming team, our audio team, and our amazing volunteers who just give us that extra lift that we need and enable us to do so many things here at the temple, for the children, to help them to grow as the temple, as part of their very lives, and to keep them with us for their culture, their language, and for their traditions. So I want to thank you all for staying till the end. Please join us for a meal, and then please come so that we can continue Pilyaka Day. Thank you.
श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ Shri